to break. But if the sensor works, we will have the machine's location.
If this planet doesn't kill us first.
We'll find it. I'll be back soon. Hey, anyone been out to check the armory?
No. Why?
Oh, shit. That's what I thought. Someone with a trail of flares and they're still burning.
Oh, God. You don't think Danik and his men
I'm
are...
gonna find out.
That wasn't so bad. Not bad. I was crying the whole way. Just get me some solid ground under my...
Santos! Carla, give me a hand! Too heavy! No, I got it!
Take me, please!
It's gonna take the whole cliff face down and us with it. I can reach her. Just hang on to the winch. Santos! Give me your hand! Isaac, it's too late for that! Cover you! God damn it! I had her! It was gonna take us all down with it.
Isaac, the cliff's falling apart!
Come on, damn it, give me your hand! I promised her! I could have reached her, but just had another second!
Isaac!
She's gone. Ellie.
Isaac, it was pulling the whole cliff down. You couldn't have saved her. Can you get back up here?
Yeah. I think there's a way up around the side.
Generator to get those harpoons working. Lure him to those tracking lasers! Use the torque control! Quick, he's gonna break free!
good man, Isaac. You did everything you could.
No, I didn't. I gave up, Ellie. I'm so sorry.
This must be the place. But how the hell do we find this Rosetta?
She must have a lab up there someplace. We should look for an office or a set of files, anything with her name on it. We can take that to the entrance. Come on.
I do admire Visceral Games for not calling this guy the Yeti Necromorph or the Abominable Tentacle or something stupid like that. Snow Beast gives this monster an appropriately mysterious air, since every colonist who's even looked in its general direction had died to not tell the tale. In spite of that, there's also a bunch of colonist explorers chasing the Snow Beast, as it's become legendary now that the Necromorph Disaster has become planet-wide on Tau Volantis. From its many appearances throughout the game, it's certainly a monster deserving of more respect than the Hunter or the Ubermorph, since this thing isn't just given invincibility and runs with it to the end of the game. No, this guy has to work at it, since you fight this thing 3 times throughout the game, where it limps off after it's been hurt by Isaac to lick its wounds and come back for the final encounter. The normal boss fights with the Snow Beast are pretty standard for a bunch of Dead Space enemies. It mostly just stands on the other side of the field and spits things at you with its back tentacles that have the obvious weak spots, and then occasionally it drops all pretense of fairness and just bum rushes Isaac for a huge chunk of damage. This happens quite a lot now that I'm thinking about it, and the other thing is that the Snow Beast likes to combo Isaac when he's down, which is where this thing gets bullshit. And considering the fight ends when you shoot out its 3 hearts, and those hearts only appear for a short time, waving around for a few seconds after you cut off all of the Snow Beast's tentacles, this becomes a less difficult version of the Cagleta's Soul boss fight, with that whole vulnerable only when the boss wants to be problem. It's not the worst thing in the whole series and is pretty typical for earlier Dead Space survival fights, but the niggles become problems and it just makes me cringe a bit whenever this guy made an appearance in the damn game. Conversely, I will say that the Snow Beast's death was really satisfying after all of the bullshit times that I cut out all of its hearts, and then rather than die a proper death, it just limped away and fell off a cliff to regrow its 3 hearts. Also, I am willing to admit that it's not the most intuitive thing in the world to manage luring the Snow Beast to stand in one spot while Isaac winds those harpoons up. From my one experience, it looked kind of easy, so I'm sure some others had a harder time, so it's not altering my opinion on it that much, other than the idea that Visceral Games gives this thing a character arc with the Snow Beast, since it's one monster seen multiple times, rather than multiple instances of the same monster. So there.